to today's Captain's Blog. It is Saturday, June 8th at 12:26 hours. It's time for viewer mail. What we got? We got a box from Kevin Timmerman, who is in our backyard. That's kind of cool. Got a box from Holland. I was there last night.
What?
It's labeled on the end, fragile. On the inside.
After you've kicked it around the room.
After I've kicked it around. It's labeled on the inside, fragile Boden. Be careful. It's delicate. It's very delicate. What is it? No way! Oh my God! It's a full wafer. That is a silicone wafer. That's beautiful. I have always wanted one of these for display here. I've been trying to get one for years. Enclosed in an 8-inch silicone wafer, it is from a current production line for the Texas Instruments MSP430 microcontroller. It is complete and undamaged, not a reject. The MSP430 is widely used in battery-powered devices, like your Fluke multimeter has an MSP430 inside. Kevin Timmerman, a possum on IRC forums. Thank you, Kevin. This is awesome. I have desperately wanted one of these for years. That is so cool. That is totally going to be a thing. What you're seeing is one of the most perfect things that mankind is capable of creating. The level of technical prowess required to do this is nothing short of amazing. That is so cool. This is getting framed and going on display in archives, preferably without fingerprints on the front of it. We'll try. Thank you, sir. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I'm putting that. What else do we have? We got a thing for me from the SPID eBay store.
Oh, that's from Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey Points told me he was sending something like this.
He likes this better.
This is the big. This is what Earl the handyman carries. That's your big metal rawr thing. This is a Batman. This is the kind of thing that Batman needs for his keys. I just keep my ID on mine, so my Maxpedition one is just fine. I like it. But this will go to Batman because he needs such things. Is this for Mum?
Yes.
This is totally for Mum.
The envelopes are ones for me.
To the staff and volunteers. Okay, I'll let those. I'll let one of them open that. This is for you. That's from your mom. Well, I'm staff. I can open it. Aww. That's from Mom. Thank you, Mom. It's in the box. It's cookies for the staff. They were a little damaged en route. That's okay. Jabroni will take all the little crumbs and snort them. So, cool. Thank you, Mom. That's neat. Alright, I got a thing for Batman, I got a thing for the staff, and I got a thing for archives. That is viewer mail for the day. We'll be back after this.
Here at the Geek Group, we've invented a new fundraising strategy. You can now purchase impressively tiny coins we've compressed using high-energy magnetism. We induce a current pulse of 100,000 amps into a copper wire coiled around a golden dollar, dime, or quarter, producing very powerful opposing magnetic fields that compress a quarter to the diameter of a dime, which you then receive in a lovely commemorative package along with the satisfaction that can only come from helping the Geek Group build our endowment, which in turn will allow us to put membership fees, donations, and sponsorships towards furthering the organization rather than just maintaining it. Carry a lightning bolt in your pocket, available at thegeekgroup.org.
What are you doing?
I think I'm doing.
I was stealing this truck.
Yeah, because I steal this truck.
So what's the plan, Batman?
Going over there.
Where are you going?
Compressor and a tow strap.
Where are you going?
Somewhere magically over the rainbow. Whatever the fuck.
What are you gonna do it for?
Bring back old blue, or at least attempts.
Okay.
Brakes are probably
Patrick's
rough.
excited. Look at him, he's thrilled. You hungover or something? You look like the drippings from a drunken
He had too
fuck.
much root beer last night. He had that third cup, and he just regretted it.
You gotta be careful, root beer fucks them up.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck. That's Chris, I know that one. Who doesn't know that one?
Is this a compressor with the bad pipe on it?
That was the blue one, and I fixed that one.
It's
I just
fixed?
had to reseat it.
Okay. Hey, Batman.
Huh.
Why is there a bullet hole in the side of the air compressor?
What?
Looks like somebody shot it.
Where?
Right there. Yeah.
That's the filter.
The filter's
The
not
filter's
looking so
kind of
hot.
blown.
Yeah.
It's kind of blown out.
That's the input filter?
Output.
Why would the air compressor have an output
Or
filter?
no, it's I guess it isn't. Something's missing. There's usually a thing that snaps.
And
on.
actually, the reason why you'd have an output filter is to filter out moisture so you don't put it into your equipment.
Well, that
It wouldn't be there.
I know.
We have an air dryer that we should get hooked up and working someday. That'd be
On
pretty
what?
cool.
Oh, that
The
big
air dryer, yeah. That after we do the big house grades and big power upgrades and you know all that shit's done, the next step's gonna be air system. Big, vicious air
The
system.
thing is, we don't want the air dryer right next to the air compressor. We want the air dryer right next to the machines.
No, I want the air dryer right next to the air compressor.
Well, it's still got to
So that
travel
all
off of
the air
pipe.
yeah, but it's dry at that point.
No, not really. It'll
Yeah.
recondensate.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Then how come?
Once
I
the
get-
moisture's out of the air, the moisture's out of the air. That's
Then how
it.
come I get water at those air filters when I have one right after?
Because
the
you're
filter?
pumping wet air into the whole system.
Yeah, but I have 3 air dryers right after.
They're a different kind. Those are the desiccative air dryers.
Those are the little ones. But
Yeah.
Anyway, either way.
No, the reason that you're getting water out so far is because the
There's
air
still
when it
water
gets
in the
compressed is really hot, right?
Yeah.
You're putting energy into it, the temperature goes up as you raise the pressure.
Isn't that Bernoulli?
Yes. As the air cools down, its ability to hold moisture drops, so the water falls out of the air. It precipitates. So what our air dryer is basically a big fucking refrigerator. It's an air conditioner, and it chills the air really hard and fast, and then all the moisture falls out. And now it's dry air. It's cooler too, but it's
Right.
dry air all the way down. It's not a bad idea to have a little water trap at the end, just in
Right.
case. But you can use a little desiccant traps, which really don't do much at all. But it's just in case kind of thing.
Right. I don't know. So we're waiting for Mike to come back from his poo.
Mike's having a poo.
Mike's having a poo.
You coming with us then?
Where?
We're gonna go.
Should I go get the truck?
Yeah.
I'm totally down.
Okay.
We're gonna go get the truck. We'll be back.
He only had fun video.
You having a good day?
Am I having a good day? I'm having a good day. Oh, hey! Ah, shit, guys. Guys, I can't go. I got the tour in 10 minutes.
Dave's doing the tour.
Yeah, but I gotta meet that. Well, the tour will take longer than we will. All right, go.
Is that fella coming from out of town?
That guy?
Yeah.
Oh, the dude with the Tesla coil or the dude on the yellow bike?
Yellow bike.
I don't know where he's from. I'd imagine he's local.
Oh, I guess not. Somebody else. I thought that was a Miata.
That's a nice car. That's not a Miata.
No, I just seen it.
That's a Honda. It's a redneck thing, the whole riding in the back of a pickup truck. You wouldn't understand. For some of us, this, better than any other form of transportation. I think the only thing better than riding pickup truck on a day like this is riding on the back of a freight train on a day like this.
I've never done that.
Freight train? Awesome. Best way to travel.
So they're going by a Coca-Cola plant?
Yeah, right there. Welcome to Geek House 5. That's right, pull right in the driveway. It's not like we gotta get a truck out or anything. Damn fool.
Wow, that's a nice building.
What, this one?
Yeah.
You never been Geek House 5 before?
I drove by it once.
Oh, okay. Let's get a truck!
Let's see if we can't get the hose to reach versus moving the whole thing.
Oh, shit.
I'm lazy. What can I say?
You guys just might want to wait there.
Alrighty. It's like things.
I haven't gotten to look in here in a while. This is looking great. Next steps, get over here with a whole bunch of OSB and lay some subfloor. That's cool.
Are you guys tearing out all this cross members too?
No, everything on the floor stays.
This one wasn't termite destroyed.
Yeah, this one isn't termite, just the floor we shit. So we're just gonna rip it out. Then we can gut the stuff out of the basement. And then right at this point, we need $1,000 worth of OSB. Just drop $1,000 OSB, start laying it out, go to work.
Looks like you're missing some members up front there too. So
Yeah, but that's easy to fix.
true.
Okay, we're gonna take a look at that. Derp, 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 derp. Derp, derp, derp. Derp, 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 derp. Derp, derp, derp. Yeah, we're missing one right here.
Got another one busted out here.
Missing one here, missing one here. What do you got?
One busted out right here.
Yeah, that's easy to fix.
Yeah, I assumed it would be.
Yeah, nothing to it. We gotta pull that old furnace out. We gotta clean the basement real good, but really, we get the crew out here for a day. We can do a hell of a lot.
Might have to do a week on location.
Yeah, it'd be fun. We passed the electrical inspection at the lab, so. And the weather's nice. We should get some work done out here. I might get the whole gang out here today. We get enough people. All right, let's see what's up with the truck. Toss that inside. Batman!
Yikes. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, grab my bike while we're here.
Apparently not here. I thought I said it was at your house and like somewhere. Aaron was the last one riding that thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, and he bought him another bike. Paul's bike with a little bend rim.
Oh, the tire's just low on the back. Not flat. I think that front one.
That tire's the same height as all the other ones. They're all sitting on the ground.
Oh, has it got a dip in here?
No, they're flat.
Flat, flat?
Yep.
That one's flat, flat.
That one's flat. That's why we brought here. Need the key to the steering wheel lock. Hope it's in neutral. We're gonna have to push
I don't
it back.
know. The transmission's in the back. Grab it and see if it's in neutral.
You gotta move the chocks.
Oh, yeah.
The blocks a little bit.
That'll be an extra workout going over those.
See if we can get it to move. I hope the brakes aren't seized up on it.
Ready to roll?
Should be.
Alright.
Unless you think you can reach the tire from here, Tom.
Well, there's a hole right here that we might be able to reach in under. It's still sealed around the rim. It would be a shame to knock it off the rim.
Yeah, I'd try filling that a little bit at least before we
Yeah,
tried to move it.
I thought it was right with the radiator there. That's with the air compressor.
Yeah, what about filter pack? How about that? How about them out?
Dude, you could have just done a Dukes and Hazard style and dropped through the window.
This ought to be interesting.
This is a pickup truck. This is Cougar.
I want to hit the brake. There we go. Just gently apply. We have brakes. That's good. That's a positive sign. All right, we want the front end to be towards my back end. Watch the mirror. It's good. Okay. Start. Yeah, it's just not powered.
So I'm going to take a... My ass in's going that way, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Bing, 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 bing.
Foot off the brake.
That's good right there. No, Mike.
Too far?
Yeah, that right, a little bit there. Stop. Good.
Ooh, white walls, yeah. Now one of these studs here.
Fucked up pretty hard. Oh, you got that tire here.
Or was it the other one?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Just chewed to hell.
I like how there's 2 lug nuts on there out of 5.
That's because
We got 3 out of 5 on this side.
lug nuts. I put these lug nuts on still.
We got 3 out of 5. Did the dude do this?
Yeah, the dude did this because as we were pulling up, he had all the tires
We got
off.
3 out of 5.
Because they were his tires, even though that was the one that came.
We got. Wow, that's chewed to shit.
Yeah, that was the one he was using an air
You
hammer
got
on.
2 out of 5 here. Oh, that's great.
Might want to just haul this one to the dump.
Radar's gonna freak out.
That's what I want to do.
He says he ain't gonna work on it.
Will
Yeah.
the wrecking yard give you $50 for it?
Now the scrapyard for trucks is about 500.
Oh, wow.
Don't tease me like that. We need a truck. We'll be
You
back.
could probably buy a better truck. Looks like we're not the only one towing a car.
Huh?
That's someone towing it back to their house. Someone wants that.
Nova.
Dang. So they have a driver in the back? Oh, yeah.
Those bastard had tow hooks on it. How do we tow it out here anyway? Did we just wrap it through?
Huh?
Did we just wrap it through?
I wouldn't do that.
I'm trying to remember how we got it over here.
Probably under axle or something. I don't know.
The axle's got
I'd stop there.
You think the back one needs more?
I think it's fine. It's round and black. What more do you ask from a tire?
Wrap up the cord.
It's got to survive a block and a half, and then it's going to go in the trash. It'll be okay, Mike. It'll be okay.
You say so, Chris. You say Your truck kind of sucks.
Truck sucks a lot.
Mine runs.
It'll get
You can
better.
do shit for mine, but mine runs.
It'll get better. Carrera with the whale tail. He's cool.
Hell yeah.
Do the flashers work in this thing? Probably not.
No, there's no battery.
Oh, okay.
What's your primary objective?
Protect other people's property, protect Batman's truck.
Really? Really?
I just watched RoboCop the other day.
You're fired.
I was doing shit. I watched it on TV. So it was all.
Oh, we're totally legit now. We have the blinky light. It's gonna be okay, Mike. We've got a blinky light.
You ready, Mike?
What could possibly go wrong? Gentle. Wait. Minivan with the trailer. Let him go.
Huh?
Let the minivan go. Hey, Batman?
Yeah.
Do you know how to feather a clutch?
Yeah, do you know how to tow a 2-ton vehicle with a half-ton pickup?
Yeah, actually I do.
Yeah, you're asking way too much of this truck. Truck's not meant to tow more than a fucking vehicle.
Hey, Batman?
What?
She says you're number one.
And Mike, we're gonna kind of coast down this hill.
Okay, Mike, we're gonna go easy. You're gonna ride your brake a little bit. Okay?
Come on.
You let it coast, it should sort itself out pretty much.
Yeah, I know.
Gentle! Ah! Poor Mike. She made it. We're all alive.
We're all alive, we're all good.
We only pissed off one person driving.
Well, what the fuck were they so pissed about?
My judgment of timing.
Yeah.
I had to apply 2% brake pressure. I'm honking. And now I'm going to turn because I didn't want to turn.
He didn't even go the same way we went.
Well, he probably turned because he
It was a she.
didn't want to follow us. Oh, it was a she. Well, that explains
He
that.
is?
The only time you'll ever get to play with a robot like that is your third year in robotics. And you get there and you get 5 minutes on the robot and you go, wow, this is lame. Congratulations, you've now wasted 3 years of your life and a big pile of money. Or you're crazy people like that little 15-year-old. Sir?
Yeah, he might want to.
You got anything to talk about?
Any change you lose will be considered a tip.
Tick down.
Clear tank! Alright, here's what you need to know. Keep your hands inside the blue range. Anything that goes outside the blue range, you won't have anymore. Okay. Can I help you? Flip! Oh, alright. That's it. No, I'm in the middle of a tour though. We've got about 5 seconds to make sense of it. Alright, cool. This works like a 3D swing set. So as you lean, it will match your movements. That's all it takes. Now you see why we love this machine. It paid for itself in the first 6 months of operation.
Like $2 in there.
If you squat down, you will stabilize right side up.
Well, you could make a Mandarin. I'm like, the chosen one. So I'm going to work on that.
I think he already did, actually.
It's harder to do than you think.
Oh, I know.
Most people have a tolerance for about 5 minutes in this, not because you get motion sickness or anything, but the workout's so intense. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
And then you really hate yourself the next day.
Oh, it's great. I did it and hang upside down, but I kind of weird. Hold still. Gonna get you locked.
Squat.
Squat.
There you go.
Safe. Now the real fun one is you get in it on your own, and then figure out how to lock this on your own. It took me a couple weeks. There, you're safe. Alright. Alright. We're here to entertain. Alright, who wants to play with, like, big fun outside? Huh? No, I haven't done the air tire. There. Is it plugged in? Yeah, it's plugged in. Alright. I got it. Alright, this is, everybody come on around over here a little bit. This is kind of cool. This is one of those things that everybody's familiar with, but nobody ever actually gets to play with. This is a tornado siren, or depending on your generation, an air raid siren. Normally these are mounted 50 feet up a pole, you never get to play with it. We took and hooked it up to a beefy power supply, and you can spin it up at like 4 volts. That's 3.5 volts. Your cell phone has more battery voltage than that right now. And you can make it just growl. We do this for demonstrations. I like to do it with like Cub Scouts. You give them earplugs and hearing protection on top of that. Have them grab hold, crank it up to full power. It'll shake you like a British nanny. It's really cool. This is a good demonstration for explaining to people that sound energy, acoustical energy, is the same thing as mechanical energy. From a physics standpoint, there's no difference between yelling at someone really, really loud and grabbing them and shaking them. It's pretty much the same thing. And the neighbors love it. Alright, let's play outside.
We got a couple minutes to talk after the tour and fun or not?
Yep.
Have they seen Thumper yet?
Nope. I did talk about this a little bit, though.
Huh?
I did talk about it a little bit.
Electricity and magnetism, pretty much the same thing. Okay? If you have a wire and you put electricity through it, it generates a magnetic field. If you have a wire, and you all know this because in 5th grade you all took and wrapped a wire around a nail, hooked it to a battery, picked up paper clips, remember that? If you take the same wire on a battery or wire around a nail and that and move a magnet next to it, you'll generate voltage in it. You generate electricity from the magnetic field. What we're doing here is we got a power supply down low. We're going to charge up these 2 big capacitors that are kind of like batteries, but they charge and discharge really, really fast. These each hold 4,000 volts. After it's charged up and happy, what are you doing? charge them up and you press the button and that happens. That's just a really big switch. We discharge at 4,000 volts at about 3,000 joules through this coil of wire. There's a big, thick coil of wire here. It's just one flat spiral coil. When we discharge all that energy, we create a big, powerful electromagnetic field right under this. That electromagnetic field comes out like a big donut all the way around. And in that magnetic field, we put this. Now, if we just charge this up a little bit and then toggle it off, nothing happens. Nothing moves, nothing changes. But if you put this on top of it, this is a aluminum disc. It's actually a platter out of a hard drive. Now that magnetic field has an aluminum disc in it. That aluminum disc is in no way magnetic. It doesn't stick to anything or anything like that. But when that magnetic field pumps through it, it's going to create a magnetic field in the disc. It's going to induce an electrical charge in the disc, so there will be electricity spinning around inside the disc. That electricity has its own magnetic field, so now you've got two magnetic fields that are the same polarity, and they want very, very much to be away from each other right now. So, we charge this up a little bit. There's 4,000 volts. 3, 2, 1. Now don't watch here, watch up there. 3, 2, 1. Here it goes. This is an outdoor toy. Now, you see it left so fast that this is hot and cone. Now we'll put it on here like this and we'll set the tennis ball on it. This will give you a little bit better, because these don't fly very well at all. They have a glide path roughly equivalent to a brake. So we'll charge this up. Three, 2, 1. Here it comes.
I'm looking up at the ball.
Like I totally
You're supposed to call it.
catch. It's warm now. And anybody who wants one of these, we give them away. We make new ones every day. So that's the ring launcher and a little demonstration. This was 4,000 volts at, give or take, maybe 10,000 amps. You're going to see something in a little bit that's got a little bit more oomph to it. Now, while we're playing with stored energy, this is another one of our fun toys. And kids, you should have one of these at home. Because if you think the neighbors love the air raid siren. Yep. This is an ISO standard tennis ball.
Chris actually helped build it, so if you have any questions, he'll help you out.
This is my job. Why is the power down so low?
I know. We had to
Why
adjust
is the
that?
power so
We were
low?
filling up tires, that's why.
Ah. That was wheedling. Stand by. Oh yeah. You fail at Bozo's Bucket Bonanza.
I know.
Okay.
Oh my god,
When you're
There
ready,
you go.
baby. I got a full 100?
Yeah.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. That's better. That box is rated to hold 5,000 pounds. This is a weapon that shoots tennis balls and is man-lethal inside 50 yards. To give you an idea of what it'll do, we're not really supposed to do this, but what the hell. By the way, anybody who catches this wins a ferrofluid demonstration. This is hard to do. Oh, see the dude on a moped? Drive faster! Go long! Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Lost in the sun.
Right there.
It's right there.
Back about 2 seconds. Thank you, sir. In a few months, those will be available in the airport. That's a prototype 3 or 4. So, he's not a lawyer yet, and he puckers a little bit every time I bring that up. So, all right, what's next, Dave?
I think high voltage.
Yay!
Let's go blow stuff up.
This is a piece of aluminum mesh. It's just a thin, airy, wispy aluminum mesh. I'll put it right here.
Who's gonna fire
There's the aluminum. Hey, Andrew.
Yes, sir. I saw that as soon as I walked in.
Knitting needle.
Yep.
You just get a plumbing fitting, just whatever. You can use a big nut, just put them on. But yeah, knitting needle.
Awesome.
And now, this is the needle of science. Does anybody in this room have any piercings that I can't see in polite company? Does anybody have any biomedical implant devices? Do you have cardiac defibrillator, pacemaker, anything electronic that's inside your body? Okay. Also includes insulin pumps, so those are kind of gray area. No, pins and plates are really cool.
I got a plate right here for the big one. Every time Mabel fires up the microwave, Christmas song, pick her apart for car.
Don't touch the cage either.
You can touch the cage. We do that as a hazing for new members. I mean, anybody who's brand new here, we make say, all right, grab the cage. You can't just so ground it. Clear cage, in break. System hot. Stacks 1.0. He built one of those in his driveway. And if you think my neighbors love me. That was 2.4 million volts. This is a really big electrical swing set. And this is why I do electricity, because immediately afterwards you can touch it. It's totally safe. If you're interested in learning the details of how this works, it takes 3 hours. Most of you really don't care that much. Some of you are freaks and do. And we do demos and classes and stuff, and there's all kinds of nifty videos. Hi, you doing? Did you build that?
Half of it.
You're in a high voltage research lab. There's a big red button on the floor. You know what happens if you push it, right?
It blows
This ends bad. Here. This is the big red button of science, okay? Now quit looking at the button a minute, look at your shoe. The shoe that's untied. See that shoe that's untied? That's a safety danger. Okay. I'll make you a deal. If you tie your shoe, I'll let you push a button.
Yay.
Okay. Trade off.
Excuse me.
All right, now think of electricity like water in a pipe. Volts is how far your hose will shoot, the pressure, okay? Amperage is more like how big around your pipe is, okay? Your cell phone is about 5 volts. A regular battery, like a AA or a D battery, is 1.5 volts. A wall outlet is 120 volts. A car battery is 12 volts. Now when you go into amps, a car battery is about 400 amps, so a wall outlet's about 20 amps. Your whole house, maybe 100. This whole building uses 480 volts at 600 amps. When this goes off, when you saw the ring launcher, that was 4,000 volts at about 10,000 amps. This is going to be only 1,800 volts at 80,000 amps. Now in a DC circuit, volts times amps equals watts. So 1,800 times 80,000 is 144 million. That's 144 megawatts, which is a mid-sized nuclear power plant. So for a very brief moment in time, when you blink, that's about a 60th of a second, okay? When this goes off, it's going to be about 3,000ths of a second. So, this is what's going to happen. You're going to hear this sound. I'm going to say clear to fire. And you're going to not look at your shoe. Because if you do, that's all you're going to see. If you look out there, you're going to see a big awesomeness, and then you're just going to see a big blue spot in your vision for a few minutes. But you'll be fine. So this is your job. You'll hear clear to fire. You look out there, right there at the table, and you go boom, okay? Don't go, ah! Just, that's all it needs, okay? This is science. We have to meditate, we have to have Zen, boom, okay? That's your job. If you screw this up, everybody's watching you, and about 1,000 people on the internet, okay? Are you ready? Everybody watch out there on the table. Clear to fire. It's awesome, isn't it?
What?
Exactly. System safe. All right, Dave. What's left?
I've got the star pumping down.
Okay. Have we done a laser lab yet?
No.
We're showing a laser lab. You guys like lasers? Really? That's. I just shot a 20-foot lightning bolt across the room and toppled off a nuclear power plant.
Well, yeah. Now a laser is just kind of eh.
Yeah.
All right, let's head to the laser lab.
Is that next to the quantum teleporter?
One of the nice things about the 21st century is that everybody's familiar with lasers. You use them every day. They're in your everyday life. Now, let's see.
Excuse me.
For a long damn time, lasers all looked like this, for the most part. That or they were ruby rods. But this is a gas discharge tube. This is filled with helium and neon. And when you take a glass tube and you suck all the air out of it, and you fill it with various gases, it could be mercury vapor, like that up there. That's just a glass tube with the air sucked out, and you put a little tiny drop of mercury in it. You put a high voltage through the tube, it ionizes a gas, which means it raises up an energy state. You know how on atoms you have like the nucleus of the atom, the electrons go around? Well, the electrons have shells, they have layers. And when you put energy into the atom, they jump out a layer. And when they fall back down, they give that energy back and they emit a photon. They give out light, which is pretty nifty. In the case of fluorescent lights, it's the same thing. It's a gas tube, a little bit of mercury vapor, you pump it with high voltage, raises up, gives off light, and the light that mercury vapor gives off, you pretty much can't see. If you've ever seen a black light, that's just a fluorescent light tube without any of the phosphorus in it. So what they do is they coat the inside of the tube with powdered white phosphorus, and it reacts with the UV and it lights up, which is why when you're wearing white clothes and you have phosphorus in your laundry detergent, they light up really, really bright under a black light. It's the same thing, just you're doing it outside of the glass. Well, if you take that tube and you put a mirror on each end, and on this end we have a little mirror, and this mirror reflects 100% of the incident light. And this mirror reflects 99.99999% of the incident light. So there's a little tiny channel down the middle, and the light bounces back and forth. All those photons get moving. And the distance from this mirror to this mirror is a very specific distance. So that creates a resonant chamber. Just like with our big Tesla coils, that's a resonant system. You use a little bit of voltage to get a big thing out. Well, this is the same thing. You're amplifying the light. That's what laser is actually an acronym. It stands for light amplification through stimulated emissions of radiation. So, which is a $5 way of saying we pump high voltage into this glass tube and piss everything off, and then light shoots out the end. So there's a lot more to it than that, but that's really the simple way. But they come in little and baby, and they come in all different sizes. There is a laser under this cable that's about that long, and it has a big giant tube in it, and it puts out a lot of power. The problem with lasers is they are grossly inefficient. Lasers, a good laser has a wall plug efficiency of, with the gas tube type, like 10%. Which means if you have a 100-watt laser, which this dreams of being someday, if you have a 100-watt laser, you have to put 1,000 watts into it to get 100 watts of light. Now, most lasers, like you're used to, are the classic red beam. Patrick, everybody, don't move, the lights are going out. Now, if you look down, I lost my flashlight. Light, if you look down there at that black thing, you'll see a little red spot, and that's coming from this laser right here. Okay, you can see the beam. Now this is the one you're used to. This is your cat toy, right? Inside here is one of these, and it's powered off a high voltage power supply. So when we kill the lights and I put a particulate into the beam, now you can see the beam. And the people that are down towards the dump end, lights, the people that are down there can probably see pretty much the whole beam when the lights go up. Now this is a gas tube laser. This is a solid state laser. This laser is about 5 milliwatts, so 5 thousandths of a watt. It's a tiny little wheedly laser. Now this other laser is going to take a little bit to pump up. because there's a lot happening. There's science going on in here. But we have this little power supply here that's feeding over here. Now this is a diode laser, and if you have a little cat toy with a laser pointer pen, that's a diode laser. This is just a much beefier diode laser than you used to. This is 5 milliwatts. This is going to take us up to about 300 milliwatts. And if we turn the lights out, you'll be able to look down at the dump where the red dot is, and you'll see a green dot up here in a second, and it'll start ramping up more and more and more as the laser comes up to full power. So we just let it do its thing. And now you can see the green beam is a lot more powerful than the other beam. Now, this is also helped along by the fact that the human eye is a lot better at seeing green light than anything else. That's why if you ever watch the night vision movies and all that, if you've ever played with night vision goggles or anything, they're always green. And that's because that's the best thing to amplify if you want to see tiny little lights. So even if the beams were the exact same power, the green one would still look brighter than the red. So hit the lights a second. Now this is, and yeah, you'll notice you can still see that beam with the lights fully on in here, whereas the red beam pretty much vanishes. To do this, like to play with a laser like this, you can buy these on eBay for $100 all day long. They're cheap, they're easy, they're ubiquitous. You can buy lasers like this on eBay all day long for about $2,500. And the laser that's under this table, and you can see another one down there, there's about 5 of them in this room, go for about $250,000 a piece and up. Now, this is just cool. Even if you don't get into holography, which you can do with this setup, and holograms are neat. A lot of people, like you see holograms like on your Visa card and stuff like that. And people don't realize that, like simple things like holograms, they're really hard to make. You need all kinds of special equipment. But holograms are cool, if not for one simple thing. If you take, if I take this mirror and break it in half, I have 2 mirrors and they work completely, right? If you take a magnet and break it in half, you get 2 full magnets. You don't get a north magnet and a south magnet, you get 2 magnets for the north and the south. If I take a picture of my crazy stalker ex-girlfriend and tear it in half, I have 2 half pictures. But if you take a hologram and tear it in half, you have 2 full pictures, which is really fun to try sometime. It has to be the right kind of hologram, but this works. If you take a hologram and you cut it in half, you get 2 full images of the hologram. You cut it in quarters, you get 4. And it's just neat. The problem is this stuff is stupid expensive. And normal people outside of a grad program never get to play with a $30,000 optics bench and thousands of dollars worth of lasers and optics. And even little stupid stuff like this little mirror mount is like $300. Because somebody somewhere decided that was a highly precision instrument and those are for, special science nerds. No, this is stuff that, with lasers at this power, outside of doing something blatantly stupid, you really have to work to hurt yourself with that. And we wanted to make an environment where people like you could have access to awesome science coolness and be able to play with this just because it's fun to play with. That's the whole idea. You don't come here to get a degree, you come here to tinker. So that's the laser room. There's a lot more other stuff too, but this room's like a week old. We just started putting stuff in here. Over here is archives, which we'll just poke into for a second. All the old people are going to go out. Oh, Andrew? That's it. This room is archives, and it is filled with every old toy you ever had for like an 80s kid. If you've ever played the original Atari, we have one here. We also have things like 50-pound laptops. Compact Portable 1, 2, and 3. The Portable 1 weighs like 60 pounds. But it's a room full of old computery goodness, and it's not a museum. If you go to a museum, it's like going to my grandmother's house. It's cold, it smells funny, and you can't touch anything. Where here, it's all to play with. Everything works, and the idea is that guys like you can come and play and hang out. Let's head to the lobby. That's pretty much everything, right? I'm not going to get the star, it's too bright.
Okay.
It doesn't work well when it's this bright. That's a winter thing. Any questions? What do you guys want to know? Ask me anything. I've heard it all. Try me. What?
How much does it cost per hour to use like the lifts and
the car lift is $20 for the first hour and it goes down from there. The big heavy CNC machines are like, I think $50 an hour, but that's only actual cutting time, which is a tiny percentage of the time that you're using it. We have
full Mastercam setups. And you can, this is something that we're just developing. It's really cool. First off, the CNC machines that you saw out there are toys compared to the ones that are going to be here in a couple weeks. We are upgrading massively. Also, you can go at home and download the free educational version of Mastercam that does everything except post G-code. It'll output a specific Mastercam file, and that's the difference between the free version and the $30,000 version. But you can design your thing at home on your computer in your own time, completely work out your part, and do all of your simulations and everything and make sure it works, and you'll know our exact machine so that you'll know I can make this part with their machine with 5-axis, and it will work. And that's 90% of your time. Then you come here with your output file, we do the final setup, rip it to G-code, and then we do it on the machine. So the actual time, the cutting time is really short. If you want to come and do everything here and simulate it on the machine and write your G-code by hand on the Haas machine, you can do that at $50 an hour, and it'll take you 10 hours, but we figure it's a lot easier to do this absolutely as cheap as possible for people. Tooling is all provided unless you need something really esoteric, but ISCAR is a very serious sponsor, so if it's a cutting tool, we can get it. So yeah, there's no limits to what we can do. We're about to have a VF2, probably super speed mill with 5-axis trunnion, and an ST20Y. So it's with live tooling with all the VDI stuff. I mean, these are for serious machines. So yeah, and the auto lift is like $20 an hour for the first hour, and it goes down from there. And you just block. Like if you want to do something crazy, like change your own engine, where it's going to take a whole weekend, we're not going to kill you on the rig. Okay. The idea is to make the tools as available as humanly possible to people, but for those machines, because when you fire up that, VF1, that's a 30 horsepower machine, and my electric meter starts spinning like a top, so it's pretty much to cover the cost of having you supervise so that you don't break the $250,000 machine, and to cover the cost of the electricity to run it. For the hoist, it's pretty much just to get you a babysitter, so yeah.
You have regular car jackets here too?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we do anything you want. And any tool that you need that we don't have, we'll get. I mean, there are a few things just as simply cool as like tuning your drums with a $10,000 NASA torque wrench. Like this huge torque wrench with a big cable that comes out, it's all digital readout, and I use it to tune my drum set. So they're right on, man! But yeah, it's fun.
The other great thing about being a nonprofit, if there's a tool you want but can't justify the cost, donate it to us, then it's a tax write-off.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that do that. We have had companies go out and buy $10,000 tools, donate them here, so that they can still come use it, but they just got a big fat tax write-off. Because they had to buy it anyway, but they don't want to keep it, or it's like obnoxiously big. I mean, there's a lot of tools that are the size of a refrigerator. So they donate them here.
And their wife never finds out.
And their wife never does.
Yeah.
We have saved marriages that way. I've had more than one guy come in here with like big giant baby shaking speakers and say, I need to donate these to you. Why? My wife said it was either the speakers or me, but something's leaving the house. So. We had a guy who brought in a big milling machine because he just got a new bass boat. His wife said one or the other. I told him get a new water equipment. Next! You guys just saw the most amazing thing you've seen this year, hands down, and nobody has any questions. You guys are easy. Go out on Bridge Street, West Side Barbershop. It's you go over on Bridge, right before you go up the hill.
Yeah.
It is the best real barber on the West Side. I swear by this woman, it's like a big, burly, 60-year-old Polish woman. It's like $12, and it's a real barbershop. It's not like going to one of those places where you pick it out of a book. You're like, I want a number 2. No, go talk to this woman. She is awesome. She is absolutely rock star. It's right on Bridge Street.
Yeah.
It's this little hole-in-the-wall place. It's just past the park. You get on Bridge Street, you go down that way, you'll pass the big park. It's just past it. You'll see the barber pole sign. If you go up the hill and under the bridge, you went too far.
Yeah.
But she's awesome.
I would go, but his mom made the appointment.
Oh, yeah. I can cry. All right, well, thank you for coming.
Sir, I appreciate it. Thank you for pushing the big red button of science. Alright. Anybody else got anything?
I look forward to pushing another.
Oh, hang on a second. Before you bail, I got something for you. Give me just a second. Ah!
And yes, it's like this every day.
You need this. I'm not going to say anything about it. There's two rules. Keep it out of direct sunlight, and don't feed it after midnight. And there's a magnet on top. When you're done with it, leave the magnet on top. Don't leave the magnet stuck to the side or you screw it up, okay? But just shake it up really, really good. Here, I'm not going to...
You were going to say anything about it.
I have Chris, I got one right here. Okay, cool. Here, you take this one. This is the same thing. Watch this. You take the bottle, shake the bottle. Black, right? Magnet. Yeah, now I got your attention. Okay? When you're done with it, leave the magnet on top and keep it out of direct sunlight. And don't feed it after midnight. Okay? Okay. Go get your haircut.
Thanks a lot.
Anybody else?
I think I remember seeing on your website you had like a monthly membership rate to do those stuff.
Yeah, it's $20 a month.
And then there was like a yearly one or something?
Yeah, yearly is cheaper. Yearly is $365.25. It's exactly $1 a day. We're nerds, we account for leap year.
Somebody got it.
In 10,000 years it'll be appreciably cheaper as the earth slows down.
Do you have lockers for people like,
Yes.
for example, if I had like a bunch of my stuff I wanted to bring here and work on it, but it was almost here.
Yes, we have like totes and stuff like that. We have lockers for clothes and stuff like that. We also have showers. We're about to have a full cafe. It's normal for people to come here and be here for 3 days. So, yeah, sleep is for wimps. Happy, healthy, well-adjusted wimps, but wimps nonetheless. But yeah, once we get open to the public, it's a full 24-hour facility. We are open to members right now.
Sweet.
Anything else? Okay, you guys are easy. You need to go see my barber. Okay, she can fix it. You don't have to suffer in silence, man. It's okay. Man. I understand. All right, thank you everybody for coming and seeing the weirdness that is this crazy-ass pipe dream of mine. So, you guys have fun.
I learned how to run a machine shop.
Set up an enterprise-level server.
Program 9-foot robots.
Make lightning.
Edit video.
I'm building a radio station.
Light bulb terrarium.
A high-performance electric car.
I'm a CNC geek.
Computer geek.
Robot geek.
Physics geek.
AV geek.
I'm a radio geek.
Craft geek.
Car buff.
No matter what kind of geek you are, we've got a place for you here at the Geek Group. Come join us. We build awesome.